Hello, it's me. I'm back again. Yeah, I had to get a little bit of food in me. I'm coming back because I was so brain foggish. I missed my point. I did want to tell y'all the story about the girl who was fronting on where she lived. That Uber driver, that had me rolling when he looked back at me. He's like, she no live, she no live. She no live at the high rise. She lying. You ain't got to lie to kick it, Craig. You ain't got to lie to kick it, Katrina. I'm still laughing about that on UCB. I ain't gonna let that one down. But also too, man, you know, when y'all see me on here and I'm living like I'm living, y'all gotta keep in mind, right, that I'm only making $30,000 to $40,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Which is the average income that people make in America. And what we try to do is we try to, live a comfortable life in America, which of course right now, because the inflation, because of inflation and the cost of living and everything's out of whack, or it done went up, cost of living done went up, we don't able to afford a decent living on $30,000 to $40,000 a year. We can't. You know what I'm saying? The average mortgage now, or the average housing cost in America, is $400,000 a year, which of course that's what, a freaking $3,000 or $2,800 a month mortgage note. That's crazy right there, And then if you're trying to rent, I just got off the phone with my daughter's mother, and she's telling me her and her man paying $1,450 for a 2-bedroom in Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy out here how people are out here trying to live comfortably. But once again, you don't gotta lie to kick it. That's really what I meant when I was saying you don't gotta lie to kick it. I don't lie to myself to kick it, and that's why sometimes I have problems, because my mindset, and I was trying to explain this to my aunt Anita yesterday when we was talking, and I was saying, when you choose freedom over security, and that's with me, I'm always choosing freedom over security. What do I mean by that? Anytime I see something that I want, I see how much it costs, and if it's going to put me into debt, I'm not buying it. If I can't afford it, I'm not trying to get it. Once again, I don't lie to myself. I'm not going to lie to kick it. If it's a nice car, you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants that nice, Mercedes Benz or Lexus or, whatever high price name brand car that is. And they want it to be new. Me? Okay, I already see a new car is going to cost me $20,000, $30,000 or more than that. I'm not buying that car. I can't afford it. I'm not about to lie to kick it. There's a lot of people out here who's lying to themselves. They in a nice car and they paying a $500 a month car note, which is ridiculous to me, because back in the days a decent car note was between 100 and 275. You know what I'm saying, for a decent car note. Now a decent car note is $500 a month. No, sorry. I'll go get me a cash car, you know what I'm saying? It's going to get me from point A to point B. And a lot of these, older model cars have the same body style as some of these newer model cars. I mean, that's what a lot of people do now. The ones who be fronting, they'll go get them an Audi A8, and it'll be a 2008 or 2007 versus a 223, because the body style, there's not many changes between the two. All people see is the Audi. I did that with my Lexus. My Lexus is the 2002 Lexus. I just changed the lights on the front, and I own it cash. I don't lie to kick it. Well, I'll update my car, but that ain't lying to kick it. That's just living within my means. Same thing in terms of living life of luxury. You know what I'm saying? There's places out here where you can live on $1,000 a month comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Asia, Southeast Asia is one of them. Central and South America is another place. I know about these places because of my military. You know, me going into the Navy. You know, we've gone to Guam, we've gone to Thailand, we've gone to, you know, a lot of these, Hong Kong, we've gone to a lot of these Asian countries. And then, you know, now with this whole passport bro movement, you know, they're always bigging up Dominican Republic, Brazil, Colombia, you know, all of these Central and South American countries where the cost of living is affordable. And people are thinking that these is third world countries. But shoot, this ain't, you know, does this look like a third world country to you? No, it's not. I mean, a lot of these, what was third world countries in the 90s and the 80s are now developed to where you can live pretty much like how you're living in your metropolitan, you know, in your metropolitan city in the States. You can live the same way out here. And you can live comfortably, you know what I'm saying, on your income. I'm talking to some family members. We're trying to get some stuff together. You know, we're going to start, you know, as we always start, bootstrapping first, because we already know we ain't going to get no funding. So we start small, and then hopefully, you know, later down the line, things will get better and bigger. But there's some stuff in the pipeline. That's another reason why I'm here, is there's boots on the ground so that people can see. Because I really think that there's going to be a new black exodus. You know, exodus, not black exodus. Or you could say that too, because I was talking to an ex and she was like, I'm getting rid of the dusty. Mainly talking about me, talking about I'm the dusty. Okay, you can get rid of me, no problem. If you consider me to be a dusty, but guess what? I ain't gonna even say it, I just show receipts. Or as my man Jason Black say, you know, I show invoices. I don't show you what you what you paid. I show you what you owe. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know. Because this is my life, and it's you know, I'm living a life of freedom because that's what I chose. You know, me and her. And that's what I was saying to my aunt. I said, me and her house is cost 2 times as my house, but she's trying to pay to, you know, keep her house, okay? Because once again, she chose comfortability. She wanted something new. She wanted something fancy. She wanted, you know, something to keep up with the Joneses. Me, I was honest with myself. I can't afford. I did the big house thing where I tried to get me a big, nice house and, you know, live in a nice neighborhood and say I was middle class. It didn't work for me because I don't like being on the treadmill like that. So when I found that there was houses that I could buy outright with my income, I chose that. And then I was able to take that and flip it and get some rental properties. And now those same houses that I bought now pay me. So that's what I'm trying to explain. It's about choosing freedom over security. When you look at something, are you looking to get it because you want security? You know, you want to feel secure while you're driving it and everybody's looking at you and waving and saying that's a nice car. That's security too. You know what I'm saying? Because some people, they don't feel secure in who they are, so they buy these existential things to make them feel secure, i.e. a nice car, i.e. you know, a nice watch, i.e. some nice clothes, you know. And as they say, the clothes do not make the man makes the clothes. Me, as I said, I choose freedom all the time. I don't lie to myself. I don't lie to people. If I can't afford it, I'm just going to tell you, I can't afford it. Let's go someplace that I can afford. And even if I could afford a lot of this stuff, I'm still going to say, okay, well, why would I want to pay, you know, top dollar for this over here when I can get the same thing over there for half the charge, you know? But there's me rambling, but I hope you all are able to get the information that I'm putting down out of my ramble. That's what I wanted to basically say to you all earlier about lying to kick it. No, don't lie to kick it. Be true to yourself. Because once you're able to be true to yourself and say, hey, oh, I'm a Dusty. If you want to call me a Dusty, fine, I'm a Dusty. And you don't want to be with a Dusty, you want to be with somebody who's a baller, okay, no problem. Good luck with you finding that baller. I'll stay here in Dusty Land. And this is what Dusty Land looks like, okay? I remember my Auntie Marionette, always gonna put you out there, love you, but, she was calling me a hobo. The last Rennie's Ramble that I had back in August, she was like, oh, you really are a hobo. Well, this is what hobo living looks like. You feel me? It's affordable, you know what I'm saying? And it's comfortable. I don't have to, and I mean, if you was to put the same living in Atlanta, these same high rises and everything in Atlanta, you'd be paying $2,700. I even talked to a guy, on my way out, leaving to come here, and I was telling him I was leaving. He was like, man, I can't leave, just get up and leave and go to another country. And I'm like, well, it's more affordable. The cost of living is there. How much are you paying, for your apartment? And he was like, I'm paying $2,600. I'm like, damn, because I live in Atlanta. I don't pay $2,600 from where I live at, but nor would I, even if I was living in Atlanta. I would leave. I would probably find me, a country town outside of Atlanta and just commute. That would be the smarter thing to do, instead of trying to, struggle to, keep up, because all you're doing at the end of the day is you're paying, this other person's for lifestyle. Okay, here you are, you paying $2,600 every month, and some dude is getting that $2,600. They probably done paid, $800-900 because they done got the apartment, either pre-construction. So when it was pre-construction, the property value was low. Okay, they just got in on the ground floor, or they bought it 20 years ago. Okay, and the property value of just appreciated to where now it's worth $2,600, and you, the fool bigger than him, that's paying for it. And you don't see that. All you see it is you trying to be secure, you trying to survive. But if you was to go live outside in the suburbs, in the country town, 30 minutes outside whatever metro area that you living in, I guarantee you, you ain't gonna be paying $2,600. You ain't gonna be paying $1,400. I was just talking to one of my homeboys. He lives in Macon. He's saying, you can get a 3-bedroom for $1,000. So if I can get me a 3-bedroom, an hour away from Atlanta for $1,000, why am I gonna pay $1,450 for a 2-bedroom? Don't make no sense. But once again, that's me choosing freedom. That's me choosing freedom. Another person's gonna say, nah, because all of the jobs and all of the opportunities and all my friends and all my family is here. Okay, so you paying $1,400 and $50 just so that you can say, I'm close to my friends. I'm close to a job, that might fire me in 6 months. No, white people, I know plenty of white people who lived outside in these country towns and commuted to work. They got up every morning at 5 o'clock in the morning and commuted and got to work at 6, 7. And then as soon as if the day was over, they commute back home. We're the only ones who want to, stay in our little, central area, our comfort zone. We need to stop doing that. We need to take a page out of these people's book and choose freedom. Don't lie to kick it. Be true to yourself. And once you're able to be true to yourself, you'll find out that there's a whole world where you can live outside of live comfortably, but it's going to be outside your comfort zone. I'm nowhere near Atlanta, and I'm living comfortably. on the income that I make. I don't make no six figures. I make $30,000 a year just like everybody else. But I just learned, or I just understood, okay, there is a place where you can live on $30,000 a year like you're, making six figures. That's it. That's it. It could be out of the country, or it could be in the country. You just ain't gonna be living in no metro area inside the country for $30,000 a year. You gotta make, six figures to live comfortably. But hopefully you're smart enough to lock in. When I say lock in, that means buy a piece of property. Don't just pay the rent, because your job can go at any time, or the landlord could come at any time and raise your rent. Okay, you paying $14.50 this year, and the next year he's coming back and saying, property values done went up. I want $75 more, because a landlord can legally raise your rent 5% every year. Some choose not to, but the option is there. So you got to know this stuff. So the only way to not pay a rent increase is to get your credit fixed, get you a mortgage, buy you a house, and that way, okay, your rate will stay somewhat the same for the next 30 years, unless you're even more smarter and you're able to just save your money, save $10,000, $20,000, buy you a cash house out in the country somewhere, or go buy you some land. Okay, you can go buy you a lot of land outside of the country and go get you a trailer, a mobile home, and drop that mobile home on that plot of land, and then live in that trailer. And now you ain't paying, you just paying for utilities and taxes. Then you just save up your money that you would be normally paying for a mortgage, or paying paying for a mortgage or paying for rent. You put that to the side, and then you buy yourself a house, or have your house built from the ground up. These are the things that you do in order to keep yourself free. Instead of if you want to get comfortability, you just be patient and buy it. Don't go get it first and then work your next 30, 40 years in order to pay for it and maintain it. That's just my ideas, and you'll see that on the back of my book. If you look at the back cover of my book, I'm showing you the difference between freedom and security. Okay? When you choose security, you lose both freedom and security. Because when you're choosing security, you're looking for somebody else to take care of you. So that means that person controls you. When you choose freedom, you're choosing to take care of yourself. So you gain both freedom and security. All right. And I'll keep, reiterating that ideology, because that's the thing that I stand on. That's the thing that I focus on. I focus on freedom. I don't lie to kick it. I be true to myself, because the truth will set you free. So there goes the real Rennie's Ramble. Alright, after I done finished eating and got my brain fed, and now I'm comfortable, I'm about to go over here, and this grocery store right here behind me. I don't know if y'all can see it. Eyes are all wide. Where's that grocery store at? There you go. A little extra grocery store. That's what I'm about to go into. Go get me some groceries for the house. And chill. And go watch me some Netflix. Alright. Much love to you all. Peace to you and the family. Peace.